up here to take care of a medical bill. But before we do that, we're going to stop by and have some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm over here because I got to go pay a bill at a hospital. And I want tacos. So I'm going to go get some Cantina tacos. I've had them before, they're really good. Dragon Menace. Let's try Dragon Menace. This Dragonberry, Dragon Breath iced tea. It's alright. Just try not to have soda. It's interesting. What we're trying are the nacho French fries. And, you know, they're not super great, but they're fun. These would be great if they had a kids menu or they taste good, and you get this little cheese to dip into. These would be great if they had a kids meal. The fries separately. And they come with a cheesy dip, which is kind of fun. They didn't give me a tray, they just gave me this big bag. It seems like restaurants and fast food in general are becoming more hostile to actual humans and customers. Ever since COVID, it seems like the whole world has become more hostile to humans. At least certain humans. For the main event, the Cantina chicken taco. Not the soft one, this is the hard shell one. It's looking a little messy, but that's alright. We're not going to hate that. Let's give this a try. The cheese is slipping. Don't slip, cheese. Stay up there. Yeah, I think I like this. I think it's pretty good. They put sauces in some of their stuff that I just like, what the hell? What are they doing? What are they thinking? Does that even exist in Mexico or even in America? You just make shit up. This sauce tastes pretty good, and it's got a little bit of spice to it. I can feel my mouth heating up. It's not too bad. It's a little more subtle than most of their stuff. And with the hard shell, it's real good. I'm liking this. It's the best taco ever, no, but it's a good taco on Taco Tuesday. Better when I had them the last time, but they're really busy. It's lunchtime. I remember these being better the last time I had them when they first came out. But right now it's lunchtime and they're really busy, so I wonder if that affects it a little bit. Last time I had them was in the evening and there was not many people in the store. But they're still good. You know, for what you pay and what you get, they're very serviceable. And Mexican food in general just makes life much better. It just makes life so much more tolerable. Over there, that's an urgent care. And I was on my way there. I was feeling pretty sick and having some issues. And I was on my way there one day. And I ran into one of my bosses at the 7-Eleven right there. And she told me about a place that's just right across the street that was even better and just as cheap. And that would be this place right here. And while it looks quite fetching, I got some x-ray photos taken that are costing me over $2,000. So I'm here to straighten that shit out. Sorry you cussed. My bad. Anyway, just thought I'd share that little story. Because it may or may not have a happy ending. Well, if you're pregnant by me, this is where you need to go. I don't believe in abortion, but we have other options. Safe haven. Who isn't about all these things? Sounds good to me. I really did it this time. This is a nod and a faithful recreation of a synth from the late 70s, possibly, or just early 80s. This is based on the Roland SH-101. And it did come in red, blue, and gray, I believe. And this is a red one that I purchased. It's a recreation faithfully. All analog, no presets. Very cool. Let's take a look. One thing about this synth, I just had this shipped to me last night. And one thing I didn't see in any of the reviews is that this has original VCOs. This isn't a digital synth, it's all analog. And those VCOs take a minute to warm up. I didn't realize. I was sitting there hitting the keys for like 5 minutes and nothing was happening. So anyway, we'll check that out. Here it is in all its form. I could have bought one of these back in the early 80s when I got my Juno 106 at Blue Ridge Music and Encinitas. They had a couple of these. Could have got them on layaway. I wish I would knew more about them. I'm going to get in my time machine and go back. Like the original, this has two things the other one didn't. It has a frequency modulation, and you get them out, and then you got FM sources. So that gives you a little more tonal variety. Also, it's got an arpeggiator and a sequencer. And I think the original did too, but it only had one memory slot. This has about 8 or 8 times 8. I'm not sure which, but it has a lot more slots. Other than that, I think everything is really faithful. It's hefty, it's made of metal and really hard plastic. And these keys, they feel great. I feel like they're like firm yet flimsy at the same time. It really it takes me back to the cheesy old synths of the early 80s. I like the feel. And there you have it. This is the MS-101, or the one. And I got this used because they stopped making them. Even the new one has been stopped made. So I had to grab one. And I really never had a synth that didn't have memory slots. So you got to create your sounds from scratch. It does retain the last place you left off when you were programming. It comes right back up to that, which is kind of cool. But other than that, I think I have to like sample the sounds so I can recall those sounds for live shows and recreate them. I mean, they'll be the original sound. It should be a sample of it. Well, it took me a minute or two to get going with this synth because I couldn't get it to make any sound. It doesn't have presets, so you create sounds from scratch. And also it needs to warm up a bit because they're VCOs. It's not digital, it's analog. So it takes a while for old tech it's new tech, but it's old tech to warm up. So I finally got going with it, and I ended up creating a track last night. And this is kind of how it went. All straight audio, no MIDI except drums. That's basically that. Having some fun with a new Behringer MS1 or MS-101. A nod to the classic SH-101. Cheers.